American-born savages.
An American-born savage production. A bunch of unhinged savages. On a journey to find the best music. Anyone can request a song and everyone gets a vote. We may all be savages, but we can find the songs of the gods. cHilztheSavage, Shanna the Violent, Tank the Wild Emo, Error 404, Flash Martin and Motorcycle Ed, The Hitmaker and Sid. How far will we go? Who will join the ride? Savage Reactions, Summit of Savages. What is up, everybody? We made it back for another one. This one is done by a band called Let Me Bleed. Like a few of the other ones lately, I heard a few seconds on TikTok, and I left a comment, and then I left the video. That way, if they responded, I didn't listen to too much of it. So that's how I've been doing it, and it worked out in my favor on this one. They said, yeah, go ahead if I wanted to react to it. We're going to check them out. The name of the song's Unalive. The name of the band is Let Me Bleed. From what I heard, it was rock. That's pretty much as I can tell you. How good it's going to be, we don't know. But if you like this band and you want to find out more and request more of their music to me, you got to go to the very first hashtag after this video and head over to their channel to find it. With that being said, though, I'm here and he's not on camera right now, but Sith is somewhere floating around. He's like a floating head right now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm here.
You ready? Let's get this started then.
I think I'm going under, holding my breath for the last time. This room is getting colder as I face my own demise. Angels who kept me have fallen, bleed out till my vessel is dry. Waiting to find out my soul comes crawling. I sit with the demons in mind.
All right, I gotta pause it there. Otherwise, YouTube will pull us down because we're live, and I forgot to hit the record button in the beginning. So far, I like it. I'm trying to figure out what band it's reminding me of because as soon as they started singing, it started like registering another band, and I can't think of what it is. Sith, where are you at on it?
I'm still trying to figure out the same thing you are, why it sounds so familiar.
Oh, come on, don't give us red line. Okay, we're back to green. Good.
I like it.
Yeah, I can't say Linkin Park because I don't get a Linkin Park type feel with exception of the beat. I do get kind of the techno rock almost because Linkin Park was pretty much the beginners of that. And it wasn't what it is now. The garbage that's out today is just horrible. But I do get that little bit of a techno feeling towards the rock itself. Let's keep going though, because we can't judge it in 40 seconds.
Right.
I sit with the demons in my mind. I've broken the last time. I'm falling far behind. The weight of the world is killing me inside. I can't see the end. I can only hope I've tried. But I've got a mind that wants to kill me. of the reality I'm living in. 6 feet in the ground will be a paradise component. Waiting to fire and my soul comes crawling. Looks like all my angels have fallen.
Okay, let me pause it there. The name of the band I was thinking of sings that song Monster. Uh,
Skillet.
huh?
Skillet.
Skillet, maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I get like a Ashes to the New feel to it also. I really like the hook and I really like the sound that they're creating on the chorus itself. Um the words obviously they sound good, the music sounds good, but I really feel that chorus. Sit. Now we're almost 2 minutes into it. What do you think?
Um, Definitely a familiar sound, but it's not quite it. You know what I mean? They've got a really good sound. Um, Unique in
I
their own way. I almost got a little bit of 3 Days Grace feel there for a minute,
that
but I
might
like
be
it.
that might be who I'm thinking of when it comes to the monster song, or maybe it was Skillet. Either way, you can't say that they don't have it because the quality of the video and the quality of the sound in the song, that alone shows that there's something there. Now,
Oh yeah.
them having the skills to be able to use the instruments and everything and sound the way they do, that absolutely proves that they have something. It's whether they want to go and be industrialized and told what to sing, or if they want to stay underground and make more sense of their music and be able to make the music how they want it. Or it might be other factors. But I would never ever say that they don't have it unless we're talking about them idiots, the rappers from the white rappers from Chicago, Chirac or whatever the hell their names was. They
Hey,
are
hey,
ones. They are ones
I
that
got
you
one
could
for you.
listen. They are absolutely some that you could say they do not have it. Okay, but this band here, I just don't agree with it. I think that they might have something here. This is something I would actually listen to on my Ashes to the New and 3 Days Grace I Prevail playlist. What was you saying though?
Um, I just went and subscribed, but it's definitely they have a sound for sure, and it's a sound I want to hear a lot more of.
I like the nostalgic feel to it. That's my point. I really do.
Yeah.
This is something like I said, I could actually listen to, and you don't even have to be paying attention to be able to get into the rhythm and the chorus and everything else. So let's keep going.
Crawling, looks like all my angels have fallen. I've broken the last time. I'm falling far behind. The weight of the world is killing me inside. I can't see the end. I can only hope. I've tried, but I've got a mind that wants to kill me and a body that won't die. Maybe I'm too far from saving. Push me to the point of breaking down. Fall from grace, I'm contemplating. Leave the world and thoughts to hate me now. Save me from myself, 'cause I broke for the last time. I'll leave it all behind. Leave it all behind. Leave it all behind. Broken the last time. I'm falling far behind. The weight of the world is killing me inside. I can't see the end. I can only hope. I've tried, but I've got a mind that wants to kill me and a body that won't die.
Gotta pause it or we're gonna get pulled. I already see it starting to go red right there. That's why I'm just pausing for a second. Um, depending on where they were aiming for this song, I feel that this is one of those songs that has a deeper meaning behind it. It's almost as if they made this songs so people could like get how they're feeling out to those around them by listening to what that said person would be listening to. If that makes sense, Sith, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, for
It
sure.
it's honestly like this song is a cry out for help for those that have no voice, if that makes sense.
For sure. I figured out another band that they kind of remind me of, and that's Citizen Soldier.
Citizen Soldier,
Lyrically.
I think he's all right. I got to check more into him. We did that one reaction on him. And at that point in time, I had 1,000 reactions every 2 days. So I didn't do them.
I'm,
I had that many requests though. Let's finish this off.
I'm
There's
going to see them in Sky Daddy.
cool. I'm not a big fan of Sky Daddy, but let's go ahead and do the last 20 seconds, and then we could discuss this more. Okay, let's leave that there because it's in their video, so obviously that's probably the production company. Um, I have to say, this song itself, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. All depending on how you interpret it yourself would be where you would have to vote on it from. For anybody that's unaware, this is where we do the voting process. You could vote poop, you could vote okay. Poop is trash. Okay, hey, it's okay. It's nothing special. Savage, hey, if it comes on the radio, I'll listen to it, but I ain't going to go and search it. If it's gold, hey, I'll add that to my playlist. Me personally, I would add that to my playlist. If you think it's one of the most well produced songs and best sounding songs, along with having the aspect of music to it, then you could vote Song of the Gods. Certain people can override the vote by voting Song of the Gods if they're a long term supporter of the channel, or if enough people vote for Song of the Gods, they can. However, there's also a new vote, and not many people were aware about the new vote, so let me go ahead and break it in. If a song can unify people, and it has something to it. Like there's some sort of context to the song, not just hey bloody bloody blah 100,000 times and nothing else. If there's actual context, if it's like this song here, this is why I said this would actually fall under a category that could get the new vote, because if it's that, and that's also why I said it would be an interpretation you would have to make if you interpret it as them being the voice for the voiceless, then yeah, it would be a unifying song. If it's them voting or them making the song for one of themselves, well, that's that person reaching out. Yeah, it would still be unifying, but it wouldn't be significantly like it was. And why are we dealing with this again? Let me see. Well, I will call the cable company another day in a row. Um, now, Sith, what would you vote on this song?
Gold.
I'm with you 100%.
No question.
Yeah,
The people have
No
voted and the
question.
results are gold.
okay. You can't say nothing less than gold when it comes to the vote here because that's what we voted. Now, response to what I was saying 20 seconds before the end of the video whenever you brought up another artist. I am all for artists who empower other people and artists. I am not in any way a willing supporter of somebody who does trauma core to just keep hitting people's feelings. Certain people make certain music that is only trauma core, and that's just to get an emotional response out of people. I don't like those artists because they're not genuine. That specific said artist, which I'm not going to repeat her name, but if you go back, you'll know who we're talking about. That said specific artist made one of the best songs I ever heard when on one of her first songs, and it told her story. However, you can't beat a dead horse. If you're going to keep doing the same song in a different aspect, but the same words, the same story, how can you get your message out? The human civilization understand more technologically now than they did 10, 20 years ago or 100 years ago. Repeating the same thing no longer helps. Repeating the
Right.
same thing only pushes people away from believing that same thing. Now, I can't say that we don't believe her because that's not my response in any way. But I could say trying to only make one song 100 different ways just it doesn't feel right. That's all. But that doesn't matter because this is all about bleed it out. I think, yeah. Let me bleed. Sorry about that. I got Lincoln Park on the brain. So,
So, when are we reacting to that one?
what one?
Well, where you stopped it, there's another video by them called Painkiller.
We're gonna have to check that out possibly tomorrow. Sid,
I'm saying.
I have at least 10 pages open with at least 25 tabs on each one. Right now, Google Chrome is using 16 gigs of RAM. That's just Google Chrome. So trust me,
Nice.
there's a reason whenever I built this computer, I put 64 gigs of RAM. Chrome was that reason. But
Right.
I am going to go ahead and end this because I could see my network isn't actually stable and I need to call and complain again. So, with that being said, I will see everybody tomorrow. And until then, you could stay savage and check out more of Let Me Bleed. Let me know another one of their songs you want me to react to. Put it in the comments. We'll check it out. Until tomorrow, stay savage. I'm out of here. And Sith is still trying to figure out where his body is. He's a floating head.
Always.
You never figured out where your body went?
No, it left.
We're going to 3D print you one. It's going to be Toy Story size.